All right. Hello, everyone. I am pretty sure that I am now live. If you can see me, first of all, hello. Welcome to the writing stream. Says there's at least some, yeah. If you guys can hear me, can you leave a little comment? Oh, there's Penny. Hello, Penny. Welcome to the live stream. Penny, you are. Can you hear me well? I'm using my new webcam, and so I hope that I set everything up correctly on the new webcam. I literally just installed it like 30 minutes ago. I've had it for honestly a few months, but I just haven't had a reason. Perfect. Thank you, Penny, for letting me know. Also, Penny, I'm pretty sure because I was watching the recap of Alyssa and the Books live writing thing, and I think you were on there too. So you are double booking these live writing streams today and being super productive, and I admire that because I just have been. This past week has been a whirlwind of a week, but it was a fun week to celebrate the birthday and all that good stuff, and got to see all my friends. And Wicked was fantastic. I know we talked about that last time you were here, Penny. Wicked was amazing. And I had the best time. And I could see that show 50 more times. I think that was my fourth time seeing it. I could probably see it a solid 50 more times. But that's just me and my obsessions. I'm so excited for this movie to come out, and I hate that it's going to be in two parts, but whatever. I'm going to talk about it until all my friends are tired of hearing about it. But I say we should maybe start with a 25-minute sprint. So firstly, let me just say what I'll be doing. So I did a lot of writing on my writing retreat, which you will see that vlog tomorrow at 11 a.m. It is already uploaded and all that good stuff. It just took me a while to cut down an hour worth of me rambling about absolutely nothing down to like a 30-minute vlog, which is still kind of long, but it's fine. It's a chatty vlog, and that is a genre of vlogging as far as I'm concerned. So if you like chatty vlogs, then you'll enjoy the vlog tomorrow, and you'll get to just see all the progress that I made. But as of right now, so we know that I'm trying to get 9,000 words a month at this point, but I've been like doing really good this month, and so I only have left. Let me pull up my document. Let me see. For this month, I only have 1,300 more words to get to reach that 9,000. So much better than last month where I had to do all 9,000 words in like the last week of March. So we're definitely, the motivation has definitely been there this go around in this month, which I figured I'd be pulling another 9,000 in a week, especially with all the busyness and the celebrations and whatnot going on. I got some water. If you haven't had any water today, drink some water. It's delicious. But I am going to hopefully try to get those 1,300 words in this here stream. So that's the goal. And then I'll have 9 more days in April to just get ahead for my May words. And that's the goal. So what are y'all working on? Penny, I know last we spoke, you were salvaging some scenes and adding words to them. And I think I saw some of your comments in the last stream on Alyssa's channel that you were adding some. And then there was one point where I think you said you lost some words. But, when you're editing and all that, that's normal. Any productivity towards your book is writing, whether you add or lose words. So there is that. Also, there's so many more things that you can do with this that I just didn't know the first time. And so I figured out how to share a screen on here. There's a fun little countdown moment thing that you can do, which I don't know how most of this works. There's also, you can play music in this, which I don't know if they have like, I know there's like lo-fi. I just want to see what happens. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I sure can. And it's not a vibe that I like, but very fun. Let's see. I'm at 5:06 for the day, mostly reading through the old stuff. Very nice. You're doing better than me because I am at 0 for the day. Well, that's a lie. As I was reading my little bit before I hopped on here, I think I added 20 words, which is still adding words. But, we're doing the best we can with what we got today. I was busy. I went to go and see if one of my friends, one of her voice students is in a high school production of Footloose. And she asked me if I wanted to just go with her so she didn't have to go by herself. And of course, I said yes. And anytime me and that specific friend meet up, there's always like Mexican food involved. So, we made a whole day of it and we went to get some Mexican food. Then we went to this place called Vampire Penguin. And it's now you hear that and you're like, what on earth is that about? But Vampire Penguin is actually an ice cream store, but it's not really ice cream. It's like, it was the weirdest thing that, like, version of ice cream that I've ever had. It was almost like, if you've ever made like snow cream, where like, you take like the top layer of snow, put a little sweetened condensed milk and then whatever flavors you want in there. It kind of had that texture, but like you put liquid nitrogen on it. I don't know. I can't explain it. It was like in your mouth for a moment, it felt like it was dry, but then it all melted. I don't know. It was delicious, and I would definitely go back again. But it was just very much a mental experience because my brain was expecting like snow cone ice cream situation, and it tasted like that, but it did not feel like that in my mouth. And I'm just, I could see that going very south very fast. I'm a texture person, and it was different, but it tasted great. I got the frozen hot chocolate flavor, and they also put cocoa pebbles on it, and so I was there. But I do love, yes, I love snow cream, like those stuff you make at home, delicious. And what I like to do is, because I'm a chocolate person, I love chocolate, anything, everything. So what I would do is I would do the snow, a little bit of sweetened condensed milk, and then I would do a packet of hot cocoa mix and just mix that all up, and it just tasted like frozen hot chocolate, and it was so good. If you hear a barking noise, my dog probably sees a human outside and wants to let everyone in the house know that she sees a human. And she might at some point end up popping up because she likes to lay right on that little blanket there whenever I write. But we'll see if she makes a guest appearance. But I say, let us go ahead and jump into our first sprint. Let me see if I can make this screen share thing work. I believe in all of us. Let's see. Share. Ahaha, look at that. We're here. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and get that started. The first 25 minutes. Here we go. Alrighty. That is the first 25 minutes done. Hold on, I want to finish this sentence. Okay. Finish that sentence. How'd you do? How'd you do? Let's see. I got. I said I needed to do 1,300 at the beginning of this. Now I need 8. So I did like 500 words during that sprint. Not bad. Not bad. I have one giant paragraph because one of my characters is telling a story of things that happened in the past, and so I'm probably going to end up going back to fix that, but for right now it's just going to be one giant paragraph. Read through a good chunk of it. Very nice. Very nice. So remind me, how many words did you have before you kind of went back and started? You said it was like 25,000 words, right? Before you went back and did your restart and your rehash of the story, if you will. Okay, back to 23K-ish. Very nice. Did you basically start a new document, or have you been like adding and also like pulling things from the original document? Because if that's the case, if this is like a whole new thing where you kind of like rehash and you've been pulling things, then you're almost back to the word count you had before you started over, which is flipping amazing. So that's very exciting. And also you've done that very quickly, because I feel like this month is when you really said you were going to be reworking the outline, and the fact that you're already back to 23K words is wild, but also that is amazing. So congratulations on that. Oh. People are sending me things. I opened a new doc. I used a lot of the old stuff. Just rewriting what needs it. Very nice. Have you pretty much gotten your outline fully fleshed out, or are we kind of like working through as we go? Because I know that I had to basically sit down and redo the entire outline, but at least in your scenario, I know you're able to salvage a lot of the things that you had already written out. So that's also good. Oh man, I just, one thing that I'm stunned about is that I'm almost to 40,000 words in this thing, and I was reading a thing or not reading a thing, because anyway, words are hard. I did 60 scenes, but I'm adding and condensing and reworking. That's very nice. Are you? Because I know it's a fantasy book, and so typically those are a little longer in length. Don't have to be, but so are each of those scenes like their own chapter, or are, because obviously you can have multiple scenes in one chapter, but I'm just curious as to how you did it. The way I kind of went about my outline was that I just kind of did bullet points like in a list. And oh, hi honey, welcome to the stream. You got a toy. You got your toy. Yeah, she does. Anyway, I did the bullet points to basically in each bullet point sort of was its own chapter, but also okay, mostly different chapters. Yeah, because I think I ended up having like 33 big bullet points, and so pupper. I knew what you meant, not puppet. Yeah, she just got her little toy. We ended up so it's one of those like Kong things that's like supposed to be really like indestructible. She always finds a way to destruct whatever sheet we give her, but even if they say indestructible. And it also has one of those like antler things in it that we just kind of pushed in there because she likes to have something to hold on to when she's like chewing on something. And so she likes to use her little hands to hold the red part and then gnaw on the bone that's in there. She's also very into like bully sticks, and we have like a little like holder thing for it that you like put it in there and you screw it tight, and so she can like have her hands on it. And she loves to chew on things, so we give her all the things to chew on that are not our shoes or really anything. And we have to keep all the like bathroom doors closed while we're gone because she will find anything that is in the trash can and just rip it to shreds and have a great time doing it and not even be sorry. And you'd think as someone who does not pay rent in this house that she would at least have a little more consideration of who has to clean up all her messes, but it's fine. We love her. We stand Miss Honey, and she is a light and a joy in all of our lives. But so let me think. Because there was one point that I was in this story where I thought it was just going to be one chapter, but then I started writing it, and I was like, wait, no. This is a good breaking point because, I love in a thriller where even if the chapters are really short, they all have like a little something that's like, oh, wait, what? I want to know what, it's like a little cliffhanger at the end of each chapter, and then you want to know what's coming up. I feel you on that. We have a cat as well. She is probably in the living room because while, she does not hate Honey, she simply tolerates pretty much all of us. Me, my fiance, and Honey. She just tolerates us at best. And so she's probably in there. But we have a nice scratch post. There was a spot on the couch, like on the arm, where she really liked to scratch at. And so we put a scratch post there. And it has worked. She has stopped scratching that part of the couch and now scratches on the little tower. So we're very thankful for that. And she also has her own like cat tree in the window where she can, scratch and hide. And we keep like these little catnip toys up there that she loves to just roll around on. And so she's happy and, all that good stuff. And yes, I agree. Cliffhangers are the best and the worst. Oh, not fond of each other, and that's okay. As long as they can cohabitate, then that's all we can really ask for. But I love cliffhangers. Back to that. Oh, okay. Work. She just like zoomed off. Probably the cat walked by and she wanted to go and pester her. But cliffhangers, I love them because obviously when I'm in like a reading mode, I want something that's constantly like, oh wait, I gotta read the next chapter. And especially if they're short chapters, because I'm now a Kindle person. I used to not be. I used to just be normal books, but now I'm a Kindle person. And so now with the Kindle, there'll be a little cliffhanger and I'll swipe to the next page and it'll say at the beginning of the chapter, like, oh, you have 7 minutes left in this chapter. I'm like, oh, 7 minutes, I can knock that out. And then there's another little cliffhanger, and I'll turn the page and it'll say, "Oh, you have 6 minutes in this chapter." And I'm like, "Oh man, I can do that." And the next thing you know, it's been like 4 hours, and I finished the whole book. And I'm like, "Well, it's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because that means that the book was good and it kept me invested, and I wanted to keep reading and all that. But also bad because I'm like, dang, now I need to get another book to read because I've already just read through this one. I've gotten better now especially now that I've been heavier into the writing this year of like really pacing myself with books. And I'm going really slow on the one that I'm currently reading. And my friend is probably so sick of me because she is on like, I think I said earlier, like chapter 20 something, and I am on chapter 5. But that's only because I have been very focused on my writing. So I think what I'm hoping to do is if I get all my words in tonight and I hit my 9,000 for the month, then I'm going to use the rest of the month just to like read. And I'm probably going to like touch my story every now and again, just because this book has been living in my head rent free. And so even when I'm like doing any other thing, I'm thinking about this book in some capacity. I'm thinking like, okay, where did I just leave off? Where am I going to go next? And how can I tie these two scenes together? Like I'm always thinking about it. And so, yes, I feel that. I am now the right age of 29. And especially as someone who has to get up early in the morning to go to work, like I have to be at work at 8. So in order to do that, I have to wake up usually like my alarm is set for 6:30, but I usually get up right at 7. And that hour is just enough time for me to, get up and wake up, have a little coffee, get ready. And I live like 5 minutes from work. And so it takes me 5 minutes to get to my office. And so that's usually the way to go. But back when I was in my server days, I used to be a server. And so, not having to be at work until 3 p.m., 4 p.m., then I would absolutely pull all-nighters all the time. And then I would go to sleep probably around like 5 a.m., wake up around 1, and then go about my day like anyone else would. But can't do that anymore now that I'm in the corporate world, but it's fine. Are you two fighting? Stop fighting. Do you want to say hi to the stream? Hold, please, my child. Ugh. She has come to say hello to the world. Yeah. Yeah. You're on a live stream. I know you have no idea what that means, but you are. I have to wake. Oh, see, look, Penny thinks you're so cute. And you know you're cute too. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. All right. Go back to heckling your sister. Whew. All the kisses. All right. So, Penny, are we ready to do another sprint? I'm thinking just to do another 25 to see where we can get, and then maybe close it out with, depending on how much more I need to get done, maybe a slightly shorter sprint. I don't know. We'll see where life takes us at the end of this. Okie dokie. Sure. So we will do that. Let me pull the thing back up, if I shall. There we go. She is back and she is ready. Start it over. Okay, and we are starting the sprint in 3, 2, 1, go. right. That is another 25 minutes. How did you do? I got another 600 words in that sprint, so very productive. I only need 193 words. Yeah, math is easy. 193 words to be at my April goal, which is very exciting. Very exciting. I'm at 37,807. And I started the stream at 36,700. Yeah, so I've gotten about 1,100 words in. How'd you do, Penny? Also, in the story that I'm doing, I'm getting right to the last secret reveal, and so it's about to get intense. 23,263 is what I'm sitting at. Very nice, very nice. Oh man, I'm nervous about this last section, because once this last secret is revealed, it's going to lead to the POV chapter, where we figure out who the mastermind is behind this whole thing. And I feel like all of, between the secret reveal, the POV, the figuring out who the bad person is, the final showdown, and the epilogue, I'll definitely at least hit 50K in this book. I was hoping that it would be more along the lines of 60K, but also I know that in this first draft, I have probably been underwriting a few scenes, and so I can, in editing, go back and flesh things out a little more, and I'll probably end up closer to the 60K, but also, who knows, because sometimes one of my POV chapters can be like almost 5,000 words long. So who's to say where we will be ending at? But also, I know that in editing, I can add, take away, things like that. Because I feel like there's not any scenes I've written that can be taken away. I feel like all of them are essential to the story. So I feel like really my problem is going to be adding more words to add a little more bulk to it. But also, who's to say that I can't, publish a mystery thriller at 55K? Why not? YOLO. But also, as I've been writing some things, I'm like, I can definitely go into more detail here, but my brain cannot make those details happen right now. And so that'll be a problem for future Cody, and not a right now Cody. Oh, you sleeping? You sleepy? You can't see her, but my dog is laying on one of my pairs of shoes right now and just looking at me, giving me the corgi side eye, if you will. Okay, good. So I know I'm not alone. Perpetual underwriter. I feel like... What about... Yes, always leave the problems for future you and let them deal with it. And then let future you be mad at past you for doing that. My favorite thing to do on Fridays, like towards the end of the workday, is something will come up and I'm like, that's a problem for Monday Cody, because Friday Cody is checked out and done. And so I'm all about leaving problems for future Cody. But also, editing is just a part of the process, because the first draft is the discovery draft, where I'm discovering the story and pulling the bare bones of that story from my brain to a Word document. So, it's fine. And I don't know how long the end product's going to be, but I am excited to find out. And I'm definitely, I think what I'm the plan. I've been thinking about a plan for the future. Is I'm a secretary Monday and I do the same thing. Paperwork, I'll file it Monday. Yes, I'm a administrative coordinator at UT, and so I do a lot of like administrative work and filing documents and making sure that all of my people have the stuff they need. Ooh, excuse me. All the stuff they need to graduate and all that fun stuff because I work at it's a medical school and I work in the education side of things. And so it's a lot of keeping track of things, planning, coordinating events. Like right now, where I'm coordinating their graduation, that'll be in June. So that's like a big task that I've been doing. But I mean, I've pretty much got everything set out and laid out. All I got to do is just wait for the event to happen and then run the show when the time comes. But I really enjoy it. I feel like I do really well with administrative work. I'm really good at multitasking because my brain is constantly multitasking 20 things at once anyways. That's just how my brain works. It's, I've seen it described as a web browser with like 20 tabs open and you don't know which one is playing the music. Like that's an accurate representation of my mental function on a daily basis. So I feel like having a lot of different little things to do at once it works well for how my brain works. So it's very nice to do. Let's do child nutrition. Very nice, very nice. I used to work for a school. I used to work, I was a music teacher actually. And now I'm working in the medical administration field. So, life is crazy sometimes. But I used to be a music teacher for kindergarten, first, second grade. I did that for 3 years. And that's what I have my bachelor's and my master's in is music education. And it was actually my education degree that landed me the job at UT. And so, it just all worked out for the best. And I really enjoy the work that I do. I love all the people that I get to work with and talk with that are from all over the world. Like we have people from, India, Europe. We have some from like Mexico, Canada. We have people from all over the world. And it's just really fun to get to meet them and hear all about their culture because that's one thing that I love about my job is I get to learn, all these different people's cultures and, the things that they are celebrating. Like I just got a whole crash course in Ramadan, which I didn't, know about that. I don't, I'm not a part of a religion that celebrates Ramadan. And so they, some of my residents educated me on like, how it works and some of the origins of it. It was very interesting and intriguing. And also I love to eat food. And so sometimes we'll do these like potlucks where they'll bring in like one of their favorite dishes from their country and we get to just like taste all kinds of international cuisine. So delicious and wonderful and yummy. And I have learned that we have Arabic food here where I live. And I didn't even know that it was its own thing, but it makes sense. But Arabic food is delicious. I love what I do. All that to say, I'm rambling right now because I can feel my brain getting into wind down mode because it knows that tomorrow is Monday. And it's like, hey, you need to start winding down so you can go to bed soon. But no, I have things I got to do and accomplish. And the thing is 193 more words. I love a Southern cook. Like, see what I mean? Words are escaping me. Potluck, Southern potluck. Because, I'm in the South. I grew up in the South. And so just a good old Southern potluck with the crock pot meatballs. Those are a necessity. The ones that have like the barbecue and the grape jelly or whatever and the mustard. I don't know. I think that's how you make that sauce. I haven't made it in a long time, but it's real good. And all the desserts and the pies. Let me tell you something. The southern folk have gotten real inventive with their with what they can turn into a casserole, and it is, it's one of my favorite things about southern food is if you can mix it up and throw it in a casserole dish, it's a casserole. And who knows what could be in it. You can have taco casserole, spaghetti casserole. You can have blueberry cobbler casserole. I don't know. All kinds of stuff. Oh, tater tot casserole. Oh man, my mom used to make a tater tot casserole for us when growing up, and it would be like, like the hamburger meat and all that stuff, and then like the frozen tater tots all on top, and then you bake it, smother that thing in some ketchup. Oh, so good. But so not the healthiest thing for you, but man, is it delicious. And honestly, that's all I can ask is that the food be delicious. And that is usually the main reason that, you know, I be having oh yeah. See, my aunt is the aunt that she's always the one that's in charge of desserts because she loves to bake and do any dessert, anything. Like it doesn't get any more southern than having chocolate chips. And I don't mean like the kind that you buy in a bag. I mean like she went to the store, bought wavy ruffles, and half dipped them in melted chocolate and let them like, solidify. And that was the dessert that she made. But let me tell you something. It was delicious. If you've ever had a potato chip dipped in chocolate, phenomenal. I'm a big fan of the salty sweet together. A lot of people don't like mixing up their flavors, but I love a salty sweet, like a chocolate covered pretzel, potato chip. Really, you put chocolate on just about anything, I'll eat it. Yes, you will definitely have to try it because I mean, it's a potato chip and chocolate. Like, what's not to like? It's like tater tot casserole. If you don't like tater tots, then I don't know what to tell you. That's like one of the most American foods in the world. Is a grated up potato balled up together and deep fried. Like, come on. But that is enough about food because if I keep talking about food, I'm gonna have to make myself another snack or something before I get cozy for bed. Like as you can tell, honey already knows it is bedtime. She's like, "Hello, father," and she is passed out. But that's fine. But I think, let's see. Do we want to do Penny for our last sprint? Do we want to do 10 minutes or 15 minutes? I don't think we'll need to do another full 25, but I'm thinking like a 10 or 15, depending on how you're feeling. I'm open to either option. Let's see. Oh, no worries, no worries, no worries. We'll do a 15-minute sprint. Setting up the timer. Full screen it and share it. Boop. There she is. Alrighty. Last 15 minutes of the evening. Here we go. right, that is the end of our final 15-minute session. I got like 250 words, I believe. So I have officially gotten all of the words that I need for the month of April, which is very exciting. And that means that I have 9 whole days to either work ahead for May or read for a little while, which I've been neglecting. So I'm very excited about that. How'd you do, Penny, in our last little session? Yes, very nice. 6:40 for the day. Hooray for reading. I'm so excited. I'm probably about to honestly get cozy after I get everything together. I got to go grab my laundry from downstairs. But after I do that and get all that over here, folding that will be a problem for tomorrow, Cody. Because probably once I get that from downstairs, I'm going to curl up in the bed and read on my Kindle until I just go to sleep. And I think that's going to be how I end my night. But it feels very good to have gotten my 9,000 words in and to now. Oh, and I'm ending on a really good spot, so I'm most likely going to be working ahead because I don't really have a lot going on tomorrow at work. So I'm probably going to be finishing this chapter and possibly continuing on because this is a juicy spot and I'm very excited to write it. And I don't feel like waiting until May to write it. So I'm probably going to write some more of that tomorrow. But anyways, thank you so much for being here, Penny. It's always a great time getting to be productive. And I'm glad that you got to be productive on 2 whole streams today. So you deserve a sweet treat and a break and a medal because it takes a lot of motivation and dedication to put all that time and effort into your story today. So very, very nice work. And yeah, I'll be on the lookout for my birthday writing vlog tomorrow at 11 a.m. And then we'll see what happens after that. I have a couple ideas for some videos leading into May, but you'll see those when you see them. And have a wonderful rest of your evening and a wonderful work week ahead. And I'll see you later.